Hey guys, we have got confirmation of the winter update and the massive PTR balance and barrier nerf update hitting live Overwatch servers next week. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I am Stylosa. Alright, so guys, remember, if you love these videos on the channel, do like the video and comment below. It does help a ton, and I love you guys for doing it. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so let me just paint a picture as to what's been going on recently. So there was a certain comment made by a player which was picked up by a news website, which then reported on the fact that the Overwatch PTR patch that we have been playing on PTR right now will not go live until 2020 in January. This was obviously quite laughable. I remember reading this morning actually and thinking there's no way that's the case. This is going to come out at least next week, but it's going to come out fairly soon. And there was a load of discussion about this. There was a lot of contenders teams coming out saying, no, we haven't received this information, because essentially what happened with the leak, or the information that this player claimed to have had, is that the info was given in a contenders email, which goes out to contenders teams, and then they were kind of, well, expecting the patch to come out in January next year. This was complete crap, and it's been proven to be complete crap because Jeff has come out and he said this on the forums. We've been seeing quite a bit of misinformation being spread about our December patch 1.43. The patch is scheduled to go live next week. Short of some unforeseen circumstances causing a delay, we're expecting to go live with the patch next week. I'm guessing everyone is as excited as we are for the changes to go live as soon as possible with Winter Wonderland. So there we go. Straight up, we've got the confirmation there. Next week, we're going to get Winter Wonderland. We are going to get the current PTR patch. Now, this probably means a couple of things. So we probably won't get any more updates on the PTR tomorrow. I'll be very surprised if we do. It also means that next week on Tuesday, which is the set date that events go live, will be the date of Winter Wonderland. Now, I did kind of speculate on this, you know, based on a lot of logic on a recent video where every year the Winter Wonderland event basically starts around the 10th of December, wherever the Tuesday lands nearest to that kind of date. And this year it's the 10th of December, that's Tuesday, and that's when this is going to go live. But you know what, guys? This got me thinking, because me and Josh, one amongst many, recorded a video today, which you guys will see on the channel fairly shortly, and it is a video about power creep in Overwatch, and we go into a lot of discussion there, and it's actually a really fantastic video. But one of the topics which cropped up is this idea of communication from the devs, and the fact we don't get any communication from the devs. Now, I'm going to assume here that the developers absolutely hate it when misinformation is spread. Jeff even references it in this post he put on the forum. So go back to the Overwatch 2 leaks. There was a lot of stuff thrown around there. People saying that this can't be real. I kind of said maybe these can't be real. There was leaks as to Rio de Janeiro and loads of stuff going around. And there was a lot of misinformation. But that's going to be the nature of it, right, guys? Unless the developers step in and say, actually, no, this is what's happening, so stop spreading the wrong information. The way I always look at this, it's quite simple, right? So members of the Overwatch community and all of you guys out there playing the game, if you see some information and it looks kind of credible, you might start spreading it around. But if Blizzard are in a position to stop that, then they should absolutely come out and stop it if it's worth it to them to do so. Now, in this case, there was an article on the Dexerto website, which, as I referenced earlier on in this video, which was saying that, look, there's a leak and it's come from a player who says that, look, I play in contenders and we've just been told this patch won't go live until next year in January, which is obviously quite shocking news. So then you look around at the Overwatch community and you start seeing people talking about, oh my god, what are Blizzard doing? This is actually the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. How can they possibly delay this? People even saying maybe this is Blizzard pushing the content, elongating the content, forcing it to last longer, and so increasing the gaps between updates because they don't have anything to give us because they're all working on Overwatch 2. Now, all of this stuff, it could be legitimate, it could be true, but Jeff and the Overwatch team are in a position to just come out and go, no, we're going to tell you guys what's happening. And this is exactly what Jeff has done here. So I love this. I love the fact Jeff has come out and just said, look, no guys, this isn't correct, but this is. This is what I want to see more of. But let's just go back to my earlier point. Communication of the developers. It's been a long time since Jeff has spoke on the forums. In fact, Jeff spoke obviously today about the patch stuff, which we covered over. But when I'm going through the forums and I'm looking through the dev tracker, it's a very long time since Jeff actually spoke on the forums. In fact, I'm actually live scrolling through this now during the video, and I cannot find, I am down in June, we're in June, and there's no comment here off Jeff. You know, you remember when Jeff used to comment constantly on the forums, right? Now I'm down in May. There's still no posts here off Jeff. Surely there must be. Oh, there we go. There's a post off Jeff, May the 2nd. So he comes in and posts. Now, to be fair to Jeff, he has spoken in developer updates since then. Not many, I think one possibly. He's also been active on Reddit a little bit, like he responds to the odd post on Reddit and stuff like that. So it's not like they're totally shut down. But this isn't the same as the good old days of Overwatch. Now, granted, maybe the devs don't have a lot to talk about, or maybe they've got a lot they want to talk about, but they can't because they're working on Overwatch 2 and it's all under wraps and they don't want to talk about it. Now, this gets me really worried as a content creator, and I've spoke to a lot of my friends that produce content on Overwatch, and we're all really worried because we're sort of like, well, we don't know what the devs are doing. Yeah, we know we've got a patch coming on PTR soon. Winter Wonderland, yeah, fine. We know Blizzard go away for the holidays, so there won't be any updates through Winter Wonderland until January, and then we might start getting some updates, and then I think Overwatch League starts in February, so maybe there'll be another balance update then or something, I don't know. Maybe we get a new hero. But here's the thing, guys, right, and I want you to let me know in the comments below if this is something you're actually interested in seeing, or maybe I'm just getting carried away with this. I would like to see the developers give us information on Overwatch 2's development. Now, what I mean by this is, yeah, okay, give us the dev updates and the bits and pieces of info that you do for Overwatch when you decide to update it. But it's clear that the A team of Overwatch development have been working on Overwatch 2 for the last at least 2 years, probably even 3 years they've been working on it. So you must have a lot of stuff to show us. I know they've shown us stuff at BlizzCon, and that's awesome, that's great. But they must be able to show us stuff they're working on now and say, hey guys, here's our Overwatch 2 developer update. So what I'm hoping we get is more communication from the devs, more updates to Overwatch, sure, but I want to go into this pattern of Overwatch and Overwatch 2 updates leading all the way up until the launch of Overwatch 2. There's even stuff like we kind of expect only one hero to come out before Overwatch 2. There was a recent interview with, I think it was Michael Chu and Aaron Keller, where for PlayStation EU, where they basically almost confirmed the fact that Sojourn is an Overwatch 2 hero, non-Overwatch. So that leaves Echo as maybe the only one we could see. Now, of course, there's the mysterious Omnic at the end of Storm Rising. There's Maximilian. There's quite a few different characters who could just crop up. I mean, look at Sigma. He just came out of nowhere. It's like, oh, here's Sigma. We were all expecting Mauga. Maybe Mauga can make a comeback. But if we only get one hero, like, I'm really struggling to see what happens next year. Because are we going to get the same events? Will there be new events? Will there be slight updates to the events? We know the Archives event's going to be totally different. There's all these questions, guys, right? And I know this is kind of a little bit doomsday, and it's like, oh my God, Sty, what are you doing? You're going off again on a mad one. I'm not. I'm just trying to look at this logically and think, what are we going to see here from Overwatch in the next year? But what I want to see is more developer communication. And it's good that Jeff's come out and seen this. I can imagine what Jeff has done is he's read all this stuff in the morning as he got into the office. And he's like, what the hell is this? This is complete shit. So what I'm going to do is tell everybody it's crap. And there you go. And that's what he does. And it's great for us because it confirms to us that, yeah, the devs are still communicating. And yes, we are not in some hellish landscape where patches are now going to be on the PTR for 2 months instead of 1. I still think 1 month is too long. I still honestly think 2 weeks, then just throw it out. Maybe there were other changes that needed to be done. Maybe there was stuff that we didn't necessarily see or we can't see as a result of, well, I guess it's like bug fixing, but making sure it's playable and it doesn't crash and all of that stuff, which we can't maybe tell on the PTR, but those guys can fix it. It's all behind the scenes. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave the video at that. It's an interesting debate, I think this is, looking at the way Blizzard communicate and the way they have communicated with us in the past, with all the developer updates we used to get. I know we're living in a different world now, and I am reminiscing a little bit here, but I remember when we used to lose our collective minds when there was a developer update. We'd lose our minds when Jeff started speaking on the forums, or Jeff Goodman, like, he's not been active on the forums for ages. And even Josh Noah. Awesome that he's made a few posts on the forums, but it'd be nice to see more posts because it makes us feel more connected. But even so, back in the day with all the dev updates, we didn't know what seasonal events were coming out. When Jeff introduced them, it was awesome. Then we had new heroes, new balance updates. It felt like the game had a ton of stuff coming out. And since 2017, I want to say late 2017, that's not been the case. 2018 definitely wasn't. 2019, pretty much a write-off when it comes to new content really for the game. Yeah, there were balance updates. Yeah, there was a couple of heroes, but there wasn't really anything substantial. We now know that was because of Overwatch 2, and that's what Blizzard announced at BlizzCon. Hey guys, we're working on Overwatch 2. And I guess the very last thing I'll leave this video at if you look at the Play Overwatch website and you scroll down and you see, I'm not going to show you guys this on the video. I challenge you to go to the website and check this out. If you scroll down, you will see it says Overwatch 2 is now in development. That to me means it's a long way off, but it could be sooner than we think. But Blizzard need to communicate this to us. They need to tell us, yes, we might be working on Overwatch 2, but we're looking for a launch date around this time, or we're going to do stuff around this date, or just something, right? No, maybe this is just part of me being like a content creator for Overwatch, because I want stuff to make videos on, and I'm really finding it difficult to see stuff to keep making videos on. And of course, what will happen to me, and I know this is happening to you guys, is we start playing other games. All right, guys, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you guys enjoyed the video, then like the video. Remember, I love you lot. And if you do like the video, that helps an absolute ton as well, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you do like as well. And yeah, I'll catch you lovely lot on the next video. Toodaloo.